Glenn Beck today was talking about how if Donald Trump wins, that will destroy churches. And apparently he comes up with this weird logic in the video, too, where it's like, and again, I'll link it in the description if you're curious. But basically he says, because Christianity is legal, it's dying. So Glenn Beck's response to bring back Christianity is to make the religion he practices illegal to practice. Glenn Beck is literally going against his own best interest. And that's just hilarious to watch, in my opinion. And just seeing Glenn Beck be like, why? The only way to make Christianity a thing again is to make it illegal. I mean, at least Glenn Beck can admit that he's basically having a horrible idea. I mean, what? What? And the thing is, Glenn Beck is talking about how America will survive Hillary Clinton. Because Glenn Beck really isn't big on Donald Trump because Donald Trump beat Ted Cruz. And Ted Cruz was even on his show, and Glenn Beck said, hey, you're a traitor, And the weird thing is, and this is the weird thing about Ted Cruz and Glenn Beck, but this is the weird thing about Glenn Beck's opinion on Ted Cruz, too. Is that, and I swear you can see the drunken peasants talking about this, too. Glenn Beck said God chose Ted Cruz. Okay? The deity that he believes in and thinks is all-powerful chose Ted Cruz. And then Ted Cruz said he supports Donald Trump. And apparently, that means that Glenn Beck, according to Glenn Beck, that Ted Cruz was actually possessed by Satan to turn everybody gay. At least I think so. Okay, Glenn, let's do some math together. You see, something you believe is all-powerful, it isn't, by the way, it's not even real. Says that Ted Cruz is the greatest thing ever. Then Ted Cruz says, vote for Donald Trump. So, wouldn't that being that you believe exists sell you, hey, maybe you should vote for Donald Trump? Now, don't get me wrong, if Glenn Beck doesn't support Donald Trump, that's one thing. I'm not this big Trump supporter either. However, his reason is just so weird, I felt like I had to make a video about it. It's just a weird thing to watch go down, too. It's one of the stupidest things I've ever seen happen. Anyway, that's really it. I'm Ephrom, and good night.